Bennelong.
Deputy Speaker, it's been nearly 2 years since we've come to government, and for 2 years we've had the Liberals and Nationals oppose cost of living relief. And what's been truly extraordinary, Deputy Speaker, has been that while they've opposed the government's plans, that they've not come up with any solutions themselves. There's only so far negativity can get you, and the Australian public has seen straight through the opposition's constant negativity on cost of living. In fact, the only policy they have on cost of living is to claim that power prices will fall because they want to invest in the most expensive form of new power generation in nuclear. Let's just think about that for a minute, Deputy Speaker. They think that power prices will fall by investing in the most expensive form of power generation. Please make it make sense. Much like the housing crisis, cost of living pressures existed before the election of this government. The highest quarter of inflation was under the Liberals and Nationals in March 2022, and interest rates started to rise, of course, under the Liberals and Nationals. But you see, Deputy Speaker, unlike them, we've put forward policies to help address this. Our efforts have been the result of careful planning and dedicated policy making. And their constant opposition to our plans tell you everything you need to know about this opposition. They voted against energy relief and energy price caps. They rallied against cheaper childcare, which has reduced out-of-pocket costs by around 11% in Sydney. They are running a scare campaign on new vehicle emission standards, which will save motorists about $1,000 on fuel a year. They oppose the rollout of renewable energy, which is the cheapest form of new power generation. Deputy Speaker, these people are not serious about governing, and they're not serious about supporting Aussies with cost of living pressures. And there was no greater example of their pursuit of politics over progress in their response to Labor's cost of living tax cuts. Labor's tax plan is better than Scott Morrison's tax plan. Labor's plan delivers every taxpayer a tax cut, not just some. It enables Australians to earn more and keep more of what they earn. It'll give larger tax cuts to more workers, and they represent direct cost of living relief for taxpayers across the country. Labor's cost of living tax cuts represent over $100 billion worth of cost of living relief, and we know that those opposite just don't really support them. Because, Deputy Speaker, at first they said they'd repeal Labor's tax cuts, then they said that they'd fight them in the parliament, then they said they would call an election on them, and then they called them Marxism. But then they supported them. Reluctantly dragged kicking and screaming, they supported them. Who knows what they'll do if they occupy the government benches again. Their reaction to our cost of living measures shows their inability to engage constructively with policies aimed at genuine cost of living relief. Instead of solutions, they put up ridiculous motions like this again and again. Instead of solutions, it's all politics. We have a plan that prioritises support for families. We have a plan that prioritises politics over progress, rhetoric over reality, and opposition for opposition's sake over solutions to the cost of living pressures Australians face every day. With Australians facing increasing financial pressures, the need for targeted, effective relief measures has never been more critical. Addressing cost of living pressures has been at the heart of every budget this government has given, and these policies are set to make a big difference in Bennelong. From the 1st of July, 92,000 taxpayers in Bennelong will get a tax cut, and over 81% of them, Deputy Speaker, will get a larger tax cut than under Scott Morrison's plan. Our out-of-pocket costs of childcare in Sydney have reduced by an average of 11%. Our reductions in the cost of medicines have saved people in Bennelong over $2.2 million, and over 30,000 60-day prescription scripts have been written to date. Our fee-free TAFE policies have helped thousands of people attend both Meadowbank and Ride TAFE and reskill to earn more and to keep more of what they earn. Our government's response to the economic challenges of today are comprehensive, strategic and focused, but we know that there's more to do. Unlike those opposite, we have policies, and we will have more policies to address the cost of living crisis at the next budget. We'll continue to manage the economic circumstances of today while providing relief, repair and reform, importantly cleaning up the mess that the Liberals left behind.